start again. It's a red skin.
Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jaime. This is my F80 M3 and today we're going to be doing downpipes. I have arm resonated downpipes, or ARM, I don't know what they go by, but I have these right here along with some new donut gaskets for the downpipes to mid-pipe. I'll pull those out right now and show you guys, but I went with resonated. Main reason being that the S55 sounds really bad with catless downpipes. To be honest, that's what I think. It sounds very bad. With resonated downpipes, it sounds a lot cleaner. It's still not perfect, but I think with resonated downpipes and the single mid pipe that I have, or the Active Auto Works equal length mid pipe, it sounds really good. So I went with resonated for that reason. We are gonna miss out on a little bit of power that we could get with catless, but I think we'll be just fine. I prefer it to sound a little bit better than to have that extra 10 horsepower. So we're gonna be doing the catless downpipes. Also, this past weekend I did get the crank hub done. We got the crank hub done at Studio RSR in LA. You won't be able to see it because it's down in here. So we have that crank hub in there with the capture bolt. So now we're good to do downpipes stage 2. That's all I've been waiting for, to install these downpipes just to be safe. So we have the crank hub, we're gonna do stage 2. We have one-step colder spark plugs in there as well. And I don't know if I'm just gonna do stage 2 or do a stage 2 E30 tune map or go stage 2 full 85. I already started taking some of this stuff off here. Got a little head start. I also picked up a new jack because the little jack I have over there only lifts the car up so high. So I got this 2-ton. It's gonna allow me to lift the car up a lot higher to give me a lot more room to work. So we got these covers off already. We got the charge pipes out. We got this left-hand intake out. We don't need to take out this one. It's not in the way. So what we're gonna do, also, just a heads up for you guys that are gonna do this at home, make sure you cover your turbo, all these inlets to the turbo. So we have one right here, and then we have one right here, and then the most important one is down here. Make sure you guys cover those. That's for the intake, so pretty much where the air comes into. That's where the turbine wheel is. Make sure you don't drop anything in there because I don't think you can get it out, to be honest. It's gonna be very hard. So now what we're gonna do is, right here is, back here is the O2 sensor clips, or where the sensors plug in, the O2 sensors. So we need to unplug these, that way when we drop the downpipes, these aren't tugging on here. Pretty much gonna take them off now. We'll drop the downpipes and then these sensors will come out with it. And then from there we'll remove the sensors once the downpipes are off and transfer them to the new ones. So what I did is, you're not gonna be able to tell, it's very tight. There's a bolt back here that's gonna release the V-band clamp from the downpipes to the hot side of the turbo. So I sprayed some PV blast on there just to help loosen it up, because these downpipes will probably never come off this car. We're gonna go ahead and crawl under now and start working on the car from the bottom. This jack stand's coming in handy. It really raised the car up a lot more than my other jack stand would, so it's gonna give me a lot of room. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this under there just for extra security, and we should be good. It's going by pretty fast. Just wanted to give you guys an update. We'll update you again once I get a little bit further. What I gotta do now is pretty much release the downpipes and hopefully pull them out. I know it's gonna be harder said than done, so let's just go ahead and try to knock this out. All right, so some of the things we gotta do, hopefully you guys can see okay. We gotta disconnect the mid pipe, the first half, from the downpipe. So we're gonna do that right now. Right now I was just loosening up the actual V-band clamps for the downpipes to the turbos. So I'll show you guys where those bolts are and kind of how hard they are to reach. That bolt right there that you see, I already started loosening it up. You can see it's getting loose right there. Hopefully I can loosen it all by hand now. Now that's one of the downpipes, and then we have another one up here. So try to get the camera to focus. That bolt right there that you see, that one shining, we gotta disconnect that one as well. That's the other downpipe. From there, we gotta disconnect the O2 sensors from the bottom. So right here is the two downpipes right here, and then we have the O2 sensors. This is the bottom ones. There's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 2 for each downpipe, and they're just gonna be plugged in. They were just hooked up right here. There's the other end. I already disconnected them. So I didn't know this, but they're actually color coded. So we have one blue one and one yellow, so you can't mix them up when you put it back in, so that's good, because I was kind of worried hopefully I don't mix it up, because that would give you a whole lot of problems with your car. The only thing you don't want to do is mix up which O2 sensor goes in which downpipes. What we're going to do now that we have these disconnected, we're going to go up top, disconnect the top ones, and then in there, the V-band clamps, we have a long flathead. Right here we have this long flathead, and we're going to try to pry it open and kind of bust it off. I heard it's kind of hard sometimes, so hopefully we don't have too much of a hard time, but let's go ahead and get that done. All right guys, check this out. We got the OEM downpipes out. It actually was not that bad. I hope it's just as easy going back in. It really wasn't that bad. They came right out. The V-glands opened up right away. Just slid right out. It was very easy. Hopefully these O2 sensors come out just as easy. So what I was talking about not mixing up the O2 sensors, you see there's one on top, one on bottom. So we're gonna transfer one at a time. So I'm gonna take this one off and put it directly in here. That one off directly. That way I don't mix them up. Same thing with this one. And then we're gonna go ahead and put them back in and just reverse the process. Hopefully I can finish tonight. It's getting kind of late and kind of cold, but we'll try to knock it out. These look very nice. Hopefully the fitment is good. We won't know until they're in, obviously, but hopefully the fitment's good. They look really good, really well made. So hopefully we have no issues. Let's just go ahead and throw these back on. Along with those, we're gonna be throwing on some new hardware. So let's go ahead and swap over the O2 sensors and start putting these back in. All right guys, so as you can see, I transferred over the O2 sensors where they're supposed to go. So we're good there. And all we have to do now is put these back in, easier said than done, and throw on these new gaskets. So hopefully we don't have any exhaust leaks. Overall, it's going over very well. The O2 sensors are very easy to take off. I use this O2 sensor tool right here. It has an opening so you can slide the wires through. This helped out so much. I know you can take off the O2 sensors while they're on the car with this tool. So if you guys want to pick this up, it's just an Amazon tool, but it helped out a lot. I think it was like 10 bucks. I'll link this in the description, and it works for all O2 sensors. So it also helped me tighten them back down, which was nice because you can't get a socket on there. So let's go ahead and throw these back in. All right guys, we're officially done. We just hooked the mid pipe back up. The hardest part, to be honest, was this freaking plate right here that connects the mid pipe to the downpipe. It was such a pain in the ass. There's like a mid plate, there's two gaskets, and then there's like two O-rings, and you have to line it all up, and it was just a pain in the ass to get in there, but it's in there. Try to give you guys a look at the actual downpipes right there. Look at that, looking clean. Hopefully everything's tight. Everything seems to fit really good. Everyone talks about the fitment on these isn't that great, but honestly, I mean, we still got to turn it on, make sure it's not leaking, but I think it looks very good. Everything fit really good. All the O2 sensors plug back in. For doing it on the ground, yeah, it was crappy, but we got it done. Now we just got to put the charge pipes intakes back on and start up the car. Almost there, guys. All right, guys, I'm finally done. It was a long day. I'm pretty sure my wife's mad at me because I've been here all day. So I'm just gonna turn on the car, make sure it turns on, make sure everything looks good. Hear the cold start, and then that'll be it for this video. The next video coming out, we'll go ahead and do a drive, first impression, see what it sounds like on the road, and give you guys a more in-depth review of what it sounds like. I don't want to jam it into this video. It's already kind of long, so we'll do that for the next video. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new, hit that like button. Let's go ahead and turn this on and see what it sounds like. This sounds so freaking good. It's finally warmed up. This is what it sounds like warmed up. Not too crazy, not raspy. It's a little bit throatier from what it sounded like before. It sounds good. That's it, fully warmed up right there. Wow, it sounds good. First impression, sounds really good. Everything seems fine. I think we did it right. No instructions, so I was a little bit worried, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. You guys can definitely do it. you guys are thinking about doing it. They normally charge like $500 to do this, so just save yourself a lot of money. No check engine light, so that's good as well. Everything looks like we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and back out real quick. Alright guys, hopefully you guys can see. It's pretty dark out, so I'm not gonna do nothing crazy. It's kind of late and my neighbors like me right now, so wow, that sounds good. Oh my god. Just driving normally, first impressions, I can hear the turbo spooling up a little bit louder now from the hot side. It sounds very clean. Wow, I'm very impressed. I'm so happy. Woo! Switched it over to just sport mode with sport throttle, so I don't have to shift by myself right now. Sounds really good. It's not that much louder than it was before, but the pops are a little bit more crisp on the burbles. They're a little bit more crisp, and you can hear the turbo whistle a little bit more. This is just driving normal, obviously. We'll just do one quick pull for you guys, and then I'll leave the rest for the next video, so make sure you guys check that one out. I'm gonna leave it in sport plus, I mean just sport throttle, because I don't want to shift right now holding the camera. Let's go. It sounds good. Wow, okay. Man, it sounds good, guys. In the next video, I'm gonna be doing a review, give you guys some sound clips from outside, give you guys a better review of what it sounds like. Right now, as you can see, it's pretty late, so I don't want to be revving right now. But I'm super tired. Look at all these tools. I got to clean up everything tomorrow. Super dirty. It was a lot of work, but it wasn't that bad. Nothing too difficult. I think anyone can do it. I will be doing the cold start delete because it is pretty loud now. I feel really bad for my neighbors, so we'll do the cold start delete and we'll be all clear. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I will catch you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out.